Hi, I'm Scott Parks, technical trainer for TriWest. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to do a board replacement on a Droplock system. Make sure to prepare a plank of the same size as the plank that you're going to replace. And with all your tools ready, let's get into it. Step 1. Starting on the board we're replacing, mark dots on each of the corners and center edges of the plank. Then mark a 1-inch border around the product. Step 2. Grab your battery-powered saw. Set the saw blade to the thickness of the floor and cut along the 1-inch border. Grab your pick and pull the center piece out from the plank. Note, throughout the replacement process, make sure to sweep up any debris in order to avoid anything blocking and interfering with the locking system. Step 3. Now we're going to cut all of the center and corner marks. Grab your saw again and carefully cut along the mark lines. Be careful not to overcut the line and damage any neighboring boards. Finish off the cutting all the way through the edge with a utility knife until you hear a snap. Step 4. Let's take out the long sides first. To do so, break the center cut off. Then lift up the half of the piece gently and pull it away from the corner so that inside corners are not damaged. Repeat this process until all the long edge sides are removed. Step 5. We can now remove the short sides. First, let's remove the tongue edge that sits on top. Put a pry bar underneath the piece and wiggle it up to remove it. After removing it, make sure to scrape any broken debris stuck inside the groove. Let's move on to the groove edge that sits beneath its neighboring board. You can't use the pry bar this time because it may cause damage to the locking system. First, prepare a pencil or pen with a string. Then slide the pencil underneath the neighboring board so that the short edge piece is lifted up. This allows us to press the piece down and release without damaging the locking system. Then just use the string to pull the pencil back out. Step 6. Now we need to prepare the new board. Remove the tongue portion off of the long edge by scoring it with your utility knife. Sand the edge you just cut. Next, move on to the short edge of the groove and chisel out the nub. Repeat the same process on the long groove sides, but chisel out only about 1 inch of the nub towards the edge. Once it's done, grab your utility knife again, make the 45-degree angle cut diagonally on each of the groove edges of the board. These cuts will allow the board some extra room to fit in. Step 7. Finally, we are ready to drop the board in. Prepare the tapping block and hammer next to you. Apply a very small amount of Prevail 30GS adhesive on the long groove portion of the cavity and the short groove portion of the board. After applying the adhesive, slide the board into the long edge at an angle. Step on the short groove edge and place the tapping block on the opposite side. Tap the block with the hammer so that the side edge fits into position. After dropping down the board, grab a mallet and hit around the border to make the factory joints click into place. Place any piece of scrap board or material halfway on the plank replacement and put a weight on top of it. Weigh it down for about an hour until the glue dries. And that's it? Oh, I gotta go. It's time to do another floor replacement. I will see you then. Bye.